And after you leave a like, remember to smash the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel as yet. And remember to hit the notification bell so every time I post a video, you can know right away. Subscribe, 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 subscribe.
What's up, my YouTube friends, viewers, subscribers, everybody? Welcome back to another banger motivational video. And the topic for today is you have to mentally prepare yourself. So with that being said, is in order for you to get up and get going and get stuff done and achieve stuff, is you have to prepare yourself mentally. Because it all starts from up here. Notice, whenever you're trying to, like, say a day before, you sit down and you brainstorm and you say to yourself, oh, I need to do my laundry, I need to do my grocery shopping, I need to clean my room, I need to do all this type of stuff. Notice when you prepare yourself like that from a day before, the next day you achieve everything, because that's just the way how it is. And if you go out of your, say, way to do something, then it feels even more exhausting because you didn't prepare yourself to do that. So with that being said, is it's human nature to like sit down and prepare yourself mentally before you actually get something done. For most people, I make sure I had to say that. So for most people, we can like say sit down and prepare ourselves for whatever it is that we need to get done. It's the same thing. So when you're trying to achieve something, then you have to prepare yourself. If you're not motivated enough to get up and get stuff done, that's because you didn't prepare yourself mentally. Because if you get up on a random day and then you get up, you look around, you're like, oh, I don't got nothing to do. Let me go move around and see what's going on. Notice, afterwards, it's more exhausting because you weren't prepared. And even if you prepare yourself mentally to get 4 or 5 stuff done, if you go out of your way to do something else, then you're more exhausted because you didn't prepare yourself. Notice, if you got a regular job, you can like get up, go to work. Then if you say go to the gym after, or you go do some grocery shopping after, or you go do any little thing. Notice you only feel tired after you finish, like when you complete everything that you wanted to do. That's when you feel tired and exhausted because you prepare yourself already from the day before. But if you try to do the same thing on a different day, then you'll be exhausted because your body's not used to getting up on a certain day and doing certain stuff. That's how it is. So if you're trying to achieve something, bro, you got to be self-motivated enough to get up and actually get going. And then the next step is you have to prepare yourself mentally. A lot of people don't understand that it comes from, like, everything that you're trying to do comes from your mindset, and you have to prepare yourself. If you don't prepare yourself, then you won't be motivated enough to actually get stuff done. You know what I mean? But that's just how it is, bro. That's just how it is. Notice that whatever it is, you get up every single day. If you work a regular job, if you get up every single day, you already know which day you're going in, which day you're not going in. You already know everything about whatever it is that you need to do. So you sit down and you analyze everything unconsciously because you already know. You know what I mean? Then on your days off, you start calculating everything. Bro, it starts from your mentality that you have. You have to prepare yourself. So if you want to say do something, then you have to prepare yourself mentally in order to get it done. Because if you don't prepare yourself mentally, then you won't be motivated enough to get it done. That's just how it is. And when I say prepare yourself mentally, I don't mean like sit down and say, oh, I'm going to go do. I mean literally get serious and say, you know what? I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do that. That's just life, and that's just how it is. You have to prepare yourself. If you don't prepare yourself, you won't be motivated enough to get nothing going. And that's what's happening nowadays with a lot of people that don't want to do nothing with themselves. That's just how it is. You have to prepare yourself. And you can't worry about who's saying this and who's saying that, because if you worry about that, then you'll be trapped within your own mind. Like, bro, everything comes from up here. Every single thing that you're trying to do. Because everyone is different in their own way, but we all live in the same world, but our reality is different because people only believe whatever it is that they have experienced and what they know and how they were brought up. That's just life, and that's just how it is. So it's their mindset that they have. So if you want to achieve something, it all depends on the mindset that you have in order to get it done. Because if you don't have, if you're not in a like say, if you're not in the state of mind where you want to grow and achieve more, then you won't do it. You may look at everybody else and say, oh, everybody else is doing better than me. Everybody else is doing this. Everybody else is doing that. But they're in a different state of mind. It doesn't really matter what age you are, because like age doesn't make a person mature. What make a person mature is the mentality that they have and whatever desire that they have in order to be great. It's not age. Because you can be whatever age you are, and you can get someone that's the same age as you, but you guys are in different state of mind because everybody brought up different, everyone believe in different things, everyone experienced different things. So that's just how it is. It's the mentality that we all have. You may have siblings and you may not say agree on certain stuff because you guys don't think the same. Why you think we don't think the same? That's just life, and that's just how it is. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, you have to prepare yourself mentally in order to get it done. Because if you don't prepare yourself mentally, you will never achieve nothing. Notice when you get up, like everyone had that friend that say get up and they always have these bright ideas, but they never execute nothing. Everyone had that one friend. That's because that friend or that person can come up with ideas, great ideas too, but they don't have the ability to execute them. Or maybe they are not taking it as serious as possible. Because me, when I was younger, I used to like sit down and think about a lot of stuff. But the older I get, I'm starting to execute everything that I think about. You know what I mean? And everything that I've always like wanted or admire when I was younger, I'm slowly giving it to myself. That's what's left, and that's just how it is. So like whenever it is that you try to do something, like I said, it's within your mind. So if you can't bring forth whatever it is that you think about, then that will stay in your mind. So if you have any dreams or desire or goals or talent or skills or intelligence up here, and then you can't execute it, you can't bring your thoughts to reality. The only way you can bring your thoughts to reality is by sit down, think about everything, and find some way to bring it into existence. How do you think people that say buy house, buy car, buy, no, I'm not talking about clothes and shoes because that's minor, like buy stuff. That's because they see it already. They sit down and they look within themselves and they say that probably say to themselves, well, not probably, they say to themselves, oh, I need this, I need that. It all starts from up here. Then when you sit down and you say, oh, I need this, then as time progresses, then you sort of start getting everything one by one. You have to see it first in order to make it happen. You know, you got two people in life. Two. The first one is they have to see it in order to believe it. So if they don't see it, they don't believe it. Those type of people, if they don't experience certain stuff or certain stuff was never taught, then they won't believe it. And then you got some people that they believe it in order to see it. So with that being said, if those type of people, they sit down and they have a wide imagination. So they sit down and they think about all these different type of stuff, and then they believe it. And just because they believe it, they're able to see it. Those are the type of people that always end up advance forward more than those who refuse to believe what they never see. You know what I mean? So it's like saying, "Oh, I'm not a I'm not a millionaire. So I don't believe I can become a millionaire because I don't got $1 million in my account." And then you got the other set of people that sit down and say, "Bro, I can sing, I can dance, I can do all this different type of stuff. I can see myself being a multimillionaire." Then they work towards becoming a multimillionaire. That's life, and that's just how people think. Because there's one thing about life. You can't control what somebody else think, and you can't control what they're doing. That's something we don't control. But those people that believe it in order to see it, those are the ones that always get up and get stuff going. Notice, if you don't believe me, you can ask anybody. There's always two. Always two. Somebody will tell you, "Oh, I don't see it, so I don't believe it." That's just life, and that's just how it is. That's just how they think. You can't change that because those type of people are the ones that say whatever it is that, like I said, whatever it is that they experience, that's the mentality that they have. So they don't believe nothing because they never see it. In order for them to believe it, is they have to see it. You know what I mean? And then you have the different set that look, those like the other one, those are the ones that look within themselves. And then they analyze everything, and then they prepare themselves mentally to execute whatever it is that they think about. So you can sit down. So the first set of people can say, they probably say whatever it is it may be. They may say walking, And they may look at all the cars and they may say, oh, I can't get a car because I'm not driving one, so I don't believe I can get one. So they lack the motivation in order to actually get a car or get a bike or a bicycle or anything. It could be anything, or even a house. Those type of people, they believe it once they achieve it, but they lack the drive in order to get it because they don't believe it. And then you got the second set, probably walking, probably see someone riding a bike or driving a car or a house, and they see themselves doing it. And fun fact, I am the type of person, like I always can see myself doing it before I actually get it done. But not the point. Then you got those people, let's say, they can see themselves in a house, running a business, or say, like, bro, it could be anything, whether big or small, it could be anything. They see themselves doing it. And then they believe it so much that they start making moves in order to get there. So, right back to what I was saying, you have to prepare yourself mentally in order to get whatever it is that you want to get done. Because why do you think that you have a wide imagination? Why do you think you see yourself doing all this different type of stuff? That's the creator showing you what could be. But the creator would only do it through you. He won't do it for you. And that's another story. Like a lot of people get that type of stuff mixed up. So they will think, oh, I prayed hard in order to get this. The creator bless you with the intelligence and the skills and like everything in order for you to get it going. But if you're that type of person where you don't see it, so you don't believe it, then you'll be sitting down within the same spot. Even though you were blessed with the knowledge that were gifted to you. You have the knowledge to get it done. But those are also the other people that they look at what they don't have instead of focusing on what they have. Sorry, because a lot of people, like, if you focus on what you don't have, then you will also lack the motivation in order to get up and get stuff going. So the other set of people, they will say, oh, I got this, it's not much, but I can use all of this in order to start. That's one of the reasons why a lot of people never started, because of the mentality that they have, because they're looking at what they don't have. And because they're looking at what they don't have, they lack the motivation in order to get up and get stuff going. If you're still following. Sorry, that's a step of thinker that I am. So if you focus on that, you'll get absolutely nowhere. Notice, if you don't believe me, look at different, like any person that you know. Look at when you talk to them, look at what they're saying. Oh, I don't have this, so I won't get up. Oh, I don't have a job, so I won't get up and try to go get a job. You know what I mean? Like everyone think different. But in order for you to truly get up and achieve stuff, is you have to actually see yourself doing it. If you have a wide imagination, especially like from a kid growing up, you always have this big imagination. You live more in your mind than how you live in the real world. You know what I mean? If you sleep and you have dreams of you doing stuff. That's the creator showing you what could be. But in order for you to get up and actually achieve it, you have to put yourself in a state of mind to actually achieve it. You know what I mean? Especially if you're not inheriting nothing from nobody, sorry, or no one's helping you. Why do you think that you're seeing all of this? Why? A lot of people have these big imaginations and all of these, say, big dreams and visions and all this type of stuff, but they don't believe it, or they can't see it. Or you got those people that they don't see it, or maybe they think, oh, it's just a dream, so I don't really believe that I can do it. How are you going to see yourself living comfortable in your own home, living a comfortable lifestyle? And then you're going to say, oh, maybe it's just a dream. Like some people have dreams and some people have visions. But in order for you to bring those things to reality, is you have to prepare yourself mentally in order to get it done. Some may not want to believe what I'm saying, but that's just reality. If you don't believe me, think about it. Look within yourself or look at your siblings or friends. There's always those two type of people. And if you're sitting down in the same spot, then you're not growing, because every day that we get up, it's an opportunity to move forward. So if you want to truly achieve something, whatever it is that you see within your own mind, because like I said, we don't think the same. So whatever it is that you keep thinking about, why you think you keep thinking about that one thing? If you're a person that's like unemployed, why you think your brain keep thinking about, oh, I need to go get a job, I need to go get a job? That's your spirit trying to contact with you to say you go get a job, or the creator trying to contact with your spirit to tell you whatever it is that you see, or whatever it is that you want, or whatever it is that you desire, you need to get up and go get this job. You may not want to believe me, but that's just the reality. So in order for you to get up and get stuff going or achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, you may not want to be a regular person, you may not want to be an average person, but you have to prepare yourself mentally in order to get it done. And before you actually get it done, you're going to have to say, like, it's baby steps. A lot of people is like more focused on the big step instead of focusing on the small steps to get there. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing will come to you. You have to want it in order to get it. And not everyone will help you because, like I said, we don't think the same. We don't think the same. If you notice, in order for a business to be successful, is everyone have to follow a certain guideline. So if everyone is focusing on the same thing, that's how you can truly achieve it. If everybody is focusing on different things, that business will not be successful. Notice, if you have a job, if someone is focusing on doing something else, that make everything on balance. So it's the same thing for you. If you're focusing on something and then you want something else, then the first thing that you're focusing on will be unbalanced. So when you get up and you go to your job or you go to school, the day before, you prepare yourself. Oh, I have math, I have science, I have gym, I have this, I have that. Then I'm gonna come home. Bro, it's after you complete all those type of stuff, that's when you felt tired. No, if you're a person that say walk after you work or come from school or you go to the gym, notice if you say normally do all of that, like if you normally exercise on a certain day, if something happened where you can't exercise on that day, notice when you get home, you still have energy because your body is used to doing stuff. Because you know, if you live your life on a schedule, then your body will start to react to however you live your life, because you already prepare yourself mentally to say, on these days this is what I do on these days, if you live your life on a schedule. So your body's already used to it, so your body won't be tired until you have achieved it, if you understand what I'm saying. Because when you get home and you're like, oh, I want to exercise today because I had to do this. Then after you finish doing whatever you're doing, you get home, you're still not tired. You will only feel tired at the same time that you normally get home after exercising. If that makes sense, because your body's used to that, because you mentally prepare yourself for the whole week already, so you already know what you're doing. And also notice, it's better to be physically exhausted, sorry, than mentally exhausted. Notice, if you're mentally exhausted, you didn't even move nothing, and you're tired. That's because you're thinking too much. When you're physically exhausted, like say you're exercising and you're tired, the only thing you got to do is sit down, drink some water, catch your breath, then boom, you're back at 100% again. But when you're mentally exhausted, sometimes all you need is a power nap in order to like restart everything in order to get going. So with that being said, is in order for you to truly get, I'm talking to those who wanna be like, those who wanna be more than what they should be. Because you got some people that say, oh, I'm here and I don't care where I am, and they drag themselves and they don't want nothing out of life and they just want a regular life. You know what I mean? I'm talking to those who think that they want more, or they think they can do more. I'm talking to you. Whatever thoughts that you have, there's a reason why you have those thoughts. Stop focusing on where you're at and what you don't have, and start working with what you have in order to get what you need. There's a reason why you keep seeing whatever it is that you're seeing. You can that like you can get it done. But you have to prepare yourself mentally exhausted. You need to get serious with whatever it is that you're doing. That's just life and that's just how it is. You need to get it done. If you keep seeing the same thing over and over and over again, and you keep thinking about the same thing over and over and over again, there's a reason why you keep seeing the same thing. Maybe you have that potential in order to get it done. If you keep on having dreams of you, like, I don't know what you guys dream about, but if you keep on having dreams of you doing stuff or becoming something, that's a vision, my friend. That's something showing you what could be. I'm not gonna say what should be because it depends on whatever decision that you make in order to get there. So whatever vision you're getting, it's showing you what could be, but in order for it to be what should be, you have to start doing stuff in order to get there. That's life. That's just how it is. So I hope this message was useful for some of you guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned. I will be back doing more stuff. You go enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out. And don't forget to follow me on social media. I post daily on them.